Hello, I'm speaking to you today from the heart of the City of London, the very hub of the world's financial marketplace. And just a short stone's throw away is the Bank of England, Lloyd's of London and the Stock Exchange. But also close by is a monument called the Monument, which is an edifice that was put up in order to commemorate the Great Fire of London in 1666. And it's a kind of timely and symbolic reminder of just how badly things can go wrong in the City of London. And when you think about it, events of the past 5 or 6 years have caused a great many questions about the financial services industry. But I firmly believe the worst is behind us and things will continue to improve. And so it seems like an opportune moment to bring out a new edition of the textbook Financial Services Marketing, an International Guide to Principles and Practice. A lot of water has gone under the bridge since the first edition came out in 2007. And yet in many ways, certain fundamentals remain unchanged. For example, the need for economic development and growth and the personal financial well-being of individual citizens remain key policy goals of governments throughout the world. And the retail financial services sector has a pivotal role to play in bringing about the realization of those goals. And a properly functioning financial services sector allows the entrepreneurial spirit to thrive through providing access to finance for working capital or for investment, but also provides the ability to take on risk. And from a consumer point of view, it's unimaginable to think of a world without access to banking, insurance, mortgages, credit, and all of the other financial services that are so essential for modern day living. Well, clearly, the book has to meet the pedagogical needs of students, both at undergraduate and postgraduate level studying in universities and colleges. But it's also been designed quite specifically to meet the learning needs of people engaged in studying for professional qualifications. It also is highly relevant for individuals working within financial services companies, but also people working for relevant government departments and for the regulator. And you're perhaps wondering, well, how does the book go about achieving those goals? Well, it does it through combining robust theoretical concepts and models with the very best of practice from the real world of financial services, using concrete examples and case studies that have been gleaned from around the world. An important feature that marks financial services marketing out is the way in which it combines principles and practice through its three-part approach to the subject. Part one is devoted to strategy and planning. And here we learn about the complex interrelationships that exist between financial services providers, the state, and consumers. It's also in this section that we learn about regulation and how it impacts upon financial services. We learn about how to evaluate opportunities in the marketplace, how to use modern market research techniques, but importantly, how to carry out strategic reviews of marketing, as well as the more detailed issue of how do you run and organize an annual marketing plan. Now, in the second part, the focus moves on to the principles and practice that are associated with the process of getting new customers, and how do we use the modern marketing mix for this purpose. In part three, the focus shifts again, this time onto the management and the development of customer relationships for the long term. It's here that we learn about how to use the marketing mix in order to retain customers, but also how to improve the quality of the customer experience. Well, based upon the success of the first edition, our publishers have given us an additional 60,000 words. And this has enabled us to introduce a whole range of new material on topics such as regulation, behavioral economics, corporate social responsibility, market research, and the disciplines associated with digital marketing. It's hard to believe, but as recently as 2007, when the first edition came out, digital marketing was still in its infancy. And yet now it's firmly established as a core part of marketing activity. The book also addresses the core factors that resulted in the credit crunch and the financial crisis, the lessons that need to be learned, and importantly, what are the implications for marketing practice and policy. But we've also been able to take advantage of our extensive global network of practitioners and policymakers to introduce a host of new case studies and examples. But it's the need to place the consumer at the forefront that everything that a financial services provider does is the glue which binds the whole book together. Financial Services Marketing has a companion website. On that we include a set of PowerPoint presentation slides for each chapter. There is also a series of mini lectures given by myself and my co-author Professor Christine Enyu, as well as additional case studies and sources of reference. In all, it adds up to a unique learning and teaching resource, which we hope that lecturers, trainers and students alike will be enthusiastic about and will enjoy using.